Hello everyone, it's OG from OG Scale Model. Hopefully everyone had a good new year. So far so good. I was wanting to talk to everybody about a build I'm going to be doing here in the next, I'm going to give this one, well, this is what I'm doing. Okay, in Saturday, March 21st, 2026, the Buckeye Scale Auto Club Classic, the Buckeye Classic NNL. Okay, Hilliard, Ohio. The theme is the 57 Chevy this year, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Plus, of course, I'll have other builds there that I did and doing. This is basically what I'm going to be building, a 57 Chevy, but the 57 Chevy I chose is the one, I call it the Ollie Special, because you can pick it up at Ollie's for like $15.99. Okay, I got this one for Christmas from my sister. So I also have like 2 or 3 other of these kits, and I have a couple of the original ones that come out. Okay. Anyway, this is what I'm going to be building. I was wanting to do a box review on it also, and see if it's any different than the older box deal. We'll go ahead and get her open here. Okay, guys. Hopefully everyone had a safe and happy new year. We did. Thank the Lord. We can only do what we can do, and hopefully try to do better, you know. Anyway, back to the 57 Chevy. It's a monogram 57 Chevy Bel Air Classic Cruiser. Let's see here. It's ages 12 plus. It says it's a level 4. Kit number 10871. Let's go ahead and get it open here, guys. Alrighty. Let's take out this. Since I'm going to be building it, I will be opening it and showing everybody as I'm doing this here. Hopefully this won't take too long. Okay. We got the body. Body's super nice. It's clean. No flashing. Well, there's a little flashing, but nothing that you can't deal with. Body wise, looks pretty nice. It's molded in a really, really bright white. I will say that. There is some mold lining on it. I call it mold lining. I don't know what everybody else calls it, but it's like when it was injected into the mold, you can see like lines. You know how you open up a kit and every once in a while you can see like lines. Interior tub, it's pretty basic. Pretty basic looking interior tub. Not really detailed door panels. I don't know if you can see it. You can't really feel nothing, really. Chassis, it's just a basic 57 Chevy chassis. Same thing that come in monograms, you know, back years ago. I'm pretty sure this is the same chassis as the 56 that comes out in the classic cruisers, the black one. It looks like it anyway. Okay, of course the glass, you know my rule, never open it until you're ready for it, because if so, you'll probably end up scratching it or something. Spending, I don't know, however time it takes to get the scratch out of it, buffing and polishing and this and that, but I always leave the glass in the plastic. Alrighty, let's dig in here. The tires are just regular rubber. They're rubber, of course. Ooh. Yep, rubber tires. Nothing special there. Let's go ahead and open this bag up. Here, get some pieces out. Oh. Also been working on a couple of other things that I had put up and stuff. Here's some interior pieces, transmission, roll cage. It looks like the front water pump and timing cover, steering column, bell housing. That's a nice bell housing. Yep, really nice bell housing. Scoop, you got a CB. It looks like a 4-speed manual. Got the shocks, fan. Show you guys that real quick. Wheel backings, dash. The dash looks pretty detailed. I don't know if you can see it or not. Looks pretty detailed. Here we got the rear end, the engine block. My wheels in my head's a spinning, guys. I think I figured out what kind of motor and transmission combination I'm going to use on this already. Pretty basic rear end. It's probably, yeah, it's open on the bottom. Some guys take the time and fill it in, you know. Here we got the, oh, didn't show you that all the way. There you go, up close of it. Then you got your rear end lifts back here, your rear end lift pieces. Here we got the seats. Pretty decent from what I could tell. There's a little bit of detail. I mean, you have to be careful with them. If you sand on them, you'll sand them right out. Anyway, front suspension, you got your coil shocks, of course your torsion bars, steering linkages, radiator hose, you got your headers, and you got your manifolds, heads, you got your battery, front and back seats. Looks like a wheel keeper there. Okay, that's it on that one. Let's see. All right, we're getting to the chrome tree, guys. This will be pretty cool. All right, guys. Here's the chrome tree. Got your front and rear bumpers, grille assemblies. Got a set of wheels. Those look like, I don't know, probably torque thrusts maybe. Don't hold me to that. I don't know. Then you got your factory Chevy hubcaps, basically wheels. Got dual carbs. You got a dual intake setup. That's pretty snazzy. Well, yeah. This right here is a fuel injection setup that they come out with. You got your chrome valve covers, your hood horns. I call them hood horns, but they go in your hood. 57 hoods. Got a quick change rear end cover. That's pretty nice. You can detail that out with some black wash or whatever. And you got your tail lights and the fins. You got your headlights, bezels. I was reading on one of my model group that I'm friends with on Facebook and stuff, and guys on there was complaining about instructions. They wish they'd bring the paint back for beside the parts, you know, on the instructions. Flame decals. Wow, those are really sharp and vibrant. Pretty nice. Okay. You know my rule about decals, put them in a plastic bag. Anyway, here's a little story. Always like these little stories and stuff. It tells you about the car and this and that about it and how many was made, or some of them did. And V8, you know, fuel injected, small block, 283, 1957, you know. They had all kinds of engine displacements and this and that. Here's the instructions. Right here, you do have that. Here, let's go back here. Right here, it tells you the colors of the paints that you use by the alphabet and whatnot. So yes, a 12-year-old could do this model from the looks of it. This would be a good model for a 12-year-old start out with. It's pretty basic. In other words, they wouldn't need a lot of help. Maybe they would need help, you know, every once in a while, but one that's been building models for a year or two be fine. A child. There it is. I'll go ahead and go back through this way. Give you guys an up close of the instructions. Like I said, I want to be kind of quick here. But yeah, I thought about that, doing the build for Buckeye Classic, and of course they had the Mobius Nova listed as the car to be built, you know. And back to the first pages. Like I said, guys, this is kind of quick. Like I said, I am going to be building this, so I'm going to go ahead. I am going to put the chrome tree back in the plastic, though, just because I won't be ready for it for a couple days. Like I said, I want to kind of take my time on this one and go from there. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that. And let's see here. I haven't figured out what I'm going to build yet, as what I want to resemble, or as in like a race car, or a custom, or anything like that yet. But I'll be, you know, I got to keep my eye on time and things like that. Also, I want to thank everybody for subscribing and liking my channel. Try not to forget that every time. Let's see here. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm going to be building for the Buckeye Classic, I believe. And like I said, I am working on a few other projects. I'm working on the More American Graffiti Milner Dragster right now. I'm trying to get the dragster body basically pretty much right down to the T of the movie, which it's going to be hard. Um, I'm working on that. I did manage to get all the pieces for the engine and get the engine assembled and everything, and pretty close to what it is on the movie. On the movie, it's a small block Chevy, and with a blower on it and things, and it has Moroso valve covers. Well, it's kind of hard to find small block Chevy Moroso valve covers, so I was going through some of my model detail parts, and I come across the set of Moroso valve covers for small block Chevy through Competition Resins. I put those on there, which looks perfect. I'm using the Jawbreaker kit, basically, which is what it was when the original kit came out. You could build it as Milner's Dragster or a Bantam 32. Okay, and there's a difference in the front end of it and stuff. So my model consists of the Jawbreaker, Don Garlett's Windjammer, and the I'm trying to think. It's a dragster. It might be something American something. I can't recall right off the top of my head, but some of the parts from those models is what I'm using to duplicate Milner's Dragster. I've heard it 2 or 3 times. I don't know if it's true or not, but Tommy Ivo lended them a dragster for that movie. There's a few guys on the interweb that own a custom shop. They're supposed to be building a replica of it. I'd be kind of interested in watching that and seeing, how they're doing things and this and that. It'd be kind of cool. But I mainly wanted to get on here tonight and talk to you guys about the 57 Chevy. That's what's in this kit. As far as I can tell, it is pretty much identical to the older kit. I have one of these kits that's molded in it's molded in red, I believe, and this one's molded in a bright white. I can't believe how white it is. I mean, it's white, really white. The parts look nice on it. Like I said, hardly no flash. No flash. Really, nothing that like I said, a 12-year-old could. But is this considered a skill level 4 to me? To me, it's not. Okay? This is skill level, I don't know, 2 at the most. Okay? That's my opinion of it. I'm sure other guys have their opinions, which they're entitled to that, But I'm just saying that because that's my opinion. It's not a skill 4 model like it says on here. It says it's a skill 4 model, level 4. It's not by any means a skill 4. I mean, like I said, no. And it only has, let's see how many pieces this model has. It has 98 parts, 100 parts. So, and some of those parts you're not going to be using, so, it's just the way it is. But anyway, like I said, I call this the Ollie special, guys. You can pick it up at Ollie's and for $15.99, which is actually a good deal. Like I said, I have 4 of them. I bought 2 or 3 myself, and my sister, she ended up buying this one for me for my for Christmas. So I want to build it, and I'm thinking I'm going to build it to be like a nice little street cruiser. You know, take your date out on in and buy her ice cream or something. We'll figure it out. And then again, I might go all out on it and build something different. I don't know. We'll see. All right, everyone. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves and stay blessed. On to the next.